Your face will be bored and exhausted. Additionally, you won't be courteous and friendly when your prospective spouse speaks to you. Don't skip, my dear youngster. There is something enormous in store for you. Destiny is subtly setting up a meeting that will rock your emotions, even though you may not be aware of it right now. Your soul already knows the person who will soon be in front of you. However, your body will behave as though it doesn't give a damn. Your face will bear the burden of quiet tiredness and restless nights. You will appear uninterested, as though the constant waiting has sapped your vitality. But even in that exhausted time, there will be a spark in your eyes that only heaven can see. They won't know whether you're paying attention when they speak softly to you. The shaky tone of someone who has been secretly preparing for this encounter will be heard in their voice. Your heart won't trust what's happening in front of it, so you won't even reply out of pride. This scene is written to test your readiness, declares Archangel Michael. Type Amen to receive blessing. The fatigue on your face is not a sign of weakness, rather, it is a sign of spiritual protection keeping watch over you until the correct words reach your spirit. Avoid skipping. You will be surprised by what is going to happen. This individual will give it another go. Your name will be repeated by them like a persistent whisper. Your spirit will shake beneath the surface, despite the fact that your tone may sound chilly. They'll assume you're not interested. Heaven knows, nevertheless, that you are merely defending your heart. You've experienced too many phony relationships and hollow promises for you to readily believe anyone these days. This one, nevertheless, refuses to leave. Something in them will ignite when they catch a peak of melancholy underneath your composed exterior. They will feel compelled to stay in order to demonstrate that they are more than just a bystander. Your silence will be perceived by their spirit as 1,000 unfulfilled prayers. Time will pause when your eyes finally meet with softness. That's when heaven will confirm. This is the one your soul waited through storms for, says Archangel Michael. For 44, my beloved one, stay till the end. Something enormous is still hidden beneath this story. You will see their hesitation when they speak next, as if they fear losing their opportunity to be understood, but even your brief, aloof responses will have more power than words could convey. They won't be deterred. Type Amen to receive blessing. They'll see the truth in your restraint, not in your haughtiness, but in the quiet strength that comes from heartbreak, which is what makes them want to heal you rather than impress you. Don't miss this, kid, they'll say something you've never heard before, something so honest it will pierce your guarded soul. In fact, your calmness will draw them closer. According to Archangel Michael, your worn-out expression will fade and your true glow will return when the walls you've built over the years start to crack slightly, letting in the light they carry. It will be the start of a miraculous rehabilitation created just for you. To get blessing 555, type Amen. The moment of realization is coming sooner than you realize, so don't miss it. Even though you are situated in a typical location, a cafe, a store, or a hallway, for example, heaven will transform it into sacred space. There will be buried significance in every word, every look, and every pause. They will recall all of your responses, even the icy one. For days, they will listen to your voice over and over again, wondering what your silence actually meant. Heaven will utilize your distance from them to draw them closer with greater sincerity, even if you may regret it. They'll speak in a different tone the next time. They will speak to you bravely and calmly, sharing something they were previously too embarrassed to acknowledge. The gentleness of destiny itself will accompany their confession. At that point, you'll experience an odd serenity that feels like an inner voice telling you, this one's not going anywhere. To get blessings, type Amen. 666 My dear child, you must hear this next section, so don't miss it. The person who previously questioned their value will soon muster the bravery to equal your strength. Once more, they will approach with reverence rather than desperation, as though they are encountering a holy being. This time, you'll notice it. You'll see how fearlessly they keep your sight and how their energy no longer falters. You'll feel at ease rather than under strain for the first time in a long time. I know you don't trust easily, but I feel like I've known you forever, they might say. Their words will penetrate the mist of your previous suffering and reach the deepest recesses of your spirit. To get blessing 777, type Amen. Archangel Michael states, this connection won't need decoration or drama. It will be pure, patient, and powerfully healing. Something much more exquisite is on the horizon, so don't miss it. Heaven is getting your heart ready for the moment when you'll let your defenses down. You may soon be seen as kind by someone who previously thought you were frigid. The lips that once said few words will now speak gently and with gentle tenderness. You won't even be aware that you're grinning. Your face will no longer feel heavy, instead, a radiance that comes only from love will take its place. They'll know they've found the soul concealed beneath the weary eyes at that point. Your prospective spouse is not coming to finish you. They are come to emulate your power. They have also experienced periods of quiet and isolation. And heaven itself will sigh with relief when your energies finally come together. At last, the union has arrived. To receive blessing 888, type Amen. Avoid skipping. There's still a big thing waiting. Before this point, you will see tiny indicators. Recurring numbers, tunes playing at random, dreams that feel too real. These are heavenly affirmations that the alignment of your connection is happening. Your initial exchange may appear flawed or even uncomfortable, but that is part of God's plan. Because true love is recognition rather than fireworks, your tale starts with reality rather than fantasy. You'll start to read their energy without using words, and they will learn to comprehend your silences. Your tone will gradually revert to friendliness, and you'll start laughing once more. This meeting will unlock something ancient within you, declares Archangel Michael. You can type Amen to receive blessings if you're the version of yourself that still believes in miracles. Avoid skipping. Even your tiredness serves purpose. The dullness on your face will make your transformation even more breathtaking. When happiness reappears, those around you will notice the radiance and ask what has changed. It will be love, but it won't be your typical love. You will have a soul connection that gives you a sense of security unlike anything you have ever experienced. You'll discover that you're actually listening to them rather than responding. This person will see you, not just your disposition or demeanor. Your honesty, your wounds, and your quiet will make them fall in love. And you'll understand that what appeared to be apathy was actually perfect timing when they tell you that. To receive a blessing, type Amen. 11 to 11, don't skip, my dear youngster. This is not the end of the narrative. It's happening. Your life will soon change from being misunderstood to being appreciated. Your silence will never be mistaken for indifference by the person who is destined for you. They will be aware of when to communicate and when to keep their distance. The portions of you that used to overreact to pain will be healed by their patience. And you'll see that you're reacting gently because calm has finally returned, not because you're forcing it. The tired version of you will glow with divine light. You will speak with grace, love with ease, and trust with wisdom, declares heaven. To receive blessing 1212, type Amen. Your tale will serve as evidence that even weary souls can find pure love. Avoid skipping. There is something enormous in store for you. Heaven is not holding back. The timing is being perfected. You'll soon run into each other again. And at last, everything that hasn't been stated will make sense. The pause, the silence, and the distance will all become the language of destiny. Instead of when your energy was high, this person was supposed to meet you when your soul was calm. Heaven chose that particular moment for that reason. In order for them to fall for your reality rather than your persona. Love will blossom silently, truthfully, and forever when the light returns to your eyes and they whisper, "I knew there was more behind that look." If you think this is your sign, be composed, be patient, and allow heaven to complete its work of art. Archangel Michael says, this union will not fade. It will deepen with every breath. Avoid skipping. For you, something enormous is still developing at the moment. My dear youngster, the narrative is far from over. Heaven is just about to unveil what it has been waiting to reveal. Underneath the seeming serenity, heavenly energy is uniting two hearts across distance and time. It won't be long before you awaken feeling lighter and more conscious. Your reflection will start to take on a weird, brilliant light in place of the dreary appearance caused by exhaustion. At first, you won't even notice it, but others, especially the person who will eventually cross paths with you again, will. Know that the connection is close when your serenity surpasses your words. To receive a blessing, type Amen. 1313, avoid skipping. Your name has already been whispered into their dreams by the universe. They may have dismissed it at first, believing it to be a figment of their imagination, but the sensation persisted. They can't help but think of your worn-out yet alluring expression whenever they close their eyes. They will never forget the serenity you carried. They recall how your presence calmed their tension without you even trying, even when they were exhausted. That's a sign of a soul destined for recovery. They won't be casual when they see you again. They will approach reverently, as though they are conversing with someone whose presence is sanctioned by heaven. You will both be surprised by your response this time. It will be calm and authoritative at the same time. To receive a blessing, type Amen. 1414, avoid skipping. You are about to witness something enormous. Strange synchronicities, their initials appearing, a familiar scent passing by, or a chance discussion reflecting your emotions are all possible. These don't happen by accident. Heaven is getting both of their hearts ready for heavenly harmony. You'll experience a heated pulse coursing through your chest the next time your eyes connect. There won't be any drama. It will be serene, reassuring, and quite sacred. Your mutual stillness will convey everything that words cannot. They used to be afraid of your fatigue. They thought it was a sign of indifference. They will now see what it really was, though. Silent stamina. The beauty of someone who has handled suffering with dignity. They will be profoundly humbled by that revelation. To receive a blessing, type Amen. 15:15, stay till the very end, my dear. The scene is almost at the point where your patience is rewarded by heaven. The person who initially believed you didn't care will quickly realize that your silence was your greatest act of love. They will want to make it up to you by being consistent rather than by making extravagant gestures. Their tone will shift, their words will become more cautious, and their presence will become more focused. You won't feel the urge to protect yourself for the first time. You'll respond with kindness because your heart has healed, not because you're trying. They will see the forgiveness in your speech and the tenderness in your eyes. Your spiritual union will truly commence at that point. Your grace will disarm them, your patience will teach them, and your love will free them, declares Archangel Michael. To receive blessing 16:16, type Amen. Avoid skipping. Something is about to happen that will change your life. Heaven knows you've silently changed, even though you may believe you're still the same person. The weary expression that had conveyed dissatisfaction now exudes spiritual maturity. When your potential spouse sees this transformed version of you, they will be astounded. They'll see that your resilience was what made you strong, not how loudly you spoke. They will be reminded of what true connection is like by the beauty of your stillness. This time, you won't react out of hurt or defense when they talk. You'll reply calmly. Your words will melt every barrier between you and resound with wisdom and love. To receive a blessing, type Amen. 17:17, heaven is going to ratify everything, so don't skip, my dear child. Soon, you will get a sign that will cause your spirit to shake with recognition. Perhaps through a song, a number, or an unexpectedly vivid recollection. You'll be able to tell when the reunion is coming. Your testimony will be the fatigue you previously carried. People will ask how you managed to maintain your composure. And when you realize it wasn't strength, you'll grin. The timing was perfect. In order for the correct soul to approach you, heaven wanted you to appear unavailable. It will be an honor for your future spouse to have earned your tenderness. They will safeguard your tranquility with every move, treating it like gold. And starting that day, your answers will be thankful rather than guarded, flowing like melody. To receive blessing 18:18, type Amen. Avoid skipping. In your real life, something enormous is going to happen. Soon, you'll be doing something commonplace. You might feel their energy close to you while you're walking silently or standing by a window. Your heart will sense it before your head does. They'll talk to you again, either in person or via SMS, but your response will be different this time. You won't react wearily. That one kind response will change everything. You'll answer with warmth, inquiry, and a slight smile that says, "I remember you." They will simultaneously feel relief, hope, and heavenly confirmation. Heaven intends for this little conversation to spark a massive event. A love that was supposed to start quietly. What's written for you cannot be taken by anyone, says Archangel Michael. To receive a blessing, type Amen, 19:19. Don't skip, my dear youngster. The revelation is the last section. You are saved in heaven. One day, they'll be in front of you once more, not as strangers, but as fate itself. It will all make sense, the weary expression, the gentle voice, the earlier quiet. It will become clear to you that your initial meeting was a success. It was a glimpse of a love that had to blossom in invisible soil, a beautiful rehearsal. In order to test, purify, and reincarnate your link at the appropriate time. Heaven postponed your softness. You will now reply with love, grace, and serenity when they call your name again, causing them to fall even more deeply. This isn't going to be infatuation. Time and heaven's patience will solidify this divine union. The same mouth that once remained silent will now bless. The same eyes that once seemed tired will now shine with eternal light. The same heart that once feared will now finally rest in love. Don't skip. Something even deeper is happening beneath the surface of your story right now. Heaven has been silently rewriting the script of your love life while you were focused on healing, says Archangel Michael. What appeared to be silence was actually the sound of alignment, your soul getting ready for a love that replenishes rather than drains you. Before long, you'll start to feel an inexplicable calmness that will arrive before the message, before the meeting, before the words are spoken. This peace will be your first indication that the reunion is already underway. Heaven is bringing this back around in divine perfection, says Archangel Michael. The person who once misunderstood you will now crave to understand you. The same person who thought your silence was rejection will realize it was sacred protection. They will return not to demand but to listen, not to prove, but to connect. The same souls, the same moment, but with mended hearts this time. To receive blessing 2020, type Amen. Avoid skipping. Your spirit is about to be awakened by something enormous. Every detail of that occasion has been relived by your future spouse. Your distant grin, your hushed voice, your serene gaze. What was once perplexing to them now feels sacred. They now understand that your fatigue wasn't a sign of coldness. It was bravery in silence. The reality is now apparent to them. You had been carrying everyone else's feelings for too long, which was why you were exhausted. Being strong for people who took advantage of your tranquility had worn you down. And heaven praised you when you at last spoke in moderation. This individual will return soon to speak humbly. They'll say something gentle, sincere, and like, I understand you now. And years of miscommunication will be resolved by just one sentence. To receive blessing 2121, type Amen. This next section has the golden thread of your fate, so don't skip it. You will be put to the test once more, this time by peace, not by suffering. You'll have an option when they reappear. React from your new insight or from your past traumas. And this time, you'll go for composure over emotion. They'll see that you've stopped hurrying to defend yourself. They'll notice that you now walk with poise rather than annoyance. And they will be profoundly humbled because nothing is more potent than a soul that has been healed and is no longer seeking knowledge. Your kind reply will make a big impression. It will demonstrate to them that you have outgrown the desire to be correct. Now all you have to do is select peace. They will fall in love with your spirit, not your face, not your words, but your essence, after they realize that. To receive a blessing, type Amen. The year 2222. Avoid skipping. In the following scene, something enormous is about to happen. Both of you will stand in a moment that seems oddly familiar, as though time stopped specifically for you. They may remark, you look different. They will be correct since the fatigue has transformed into grace. Calm strength has replaced the heaviness in your eyes. You'll smile because you naturally have a peaceful expression on your face, not because you're trying. Every barrier they ever erected between you will now be destroyed by that gentle grin. You will both experience relief, the end of uncertainty, and the emergence of clarity at that precise instant. Your energies will be flooded with light from heaven. Your heart may even calm, your breathing slow, and your chest may feel warm. That is proof that the heavenly timeline has at last reached its ideal state. To receive blessings, type Amen. Archangel Michael declares, this union is no longer in delay. It's in motion. 29:29. Stay until the very end, my dear child, because you will be surprised by the glow that is about to return.